Hi everyone! Welcome back to Mom and Me Beauty. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We do post 2 beauty videos a week. On Mondays is Mom and Me Day, and on Thursdays is either Teen Take with my daughter Emma or Mom Moment with me. Today is going to be a little bit different in terms of what video we're doing. I'm going to do Emma's story part 2, but tie it into Christmas. And if you're new here, I did a part 1, Emma's story. I'll link that video up in the cards for you right here and down in the description bar if you'd like to check those out. We have so many new subscribers. Every once in a while, Emma and I like to do this type of video where we get to show you the beauty within. So this channel is not only about makeup and beauty products for your hair, your face, your skin, whatever. It's also about the beauty within, and we want to show all of our new subscribers a little bit more about ourselves, and maybe even some of you who have been with us for the last year, just a little bit more information about who we are, what we do, what life is like for us. So grab yourself a cup of coffee, maybe even a few snacks, sit back and join me, won't you? For those of you who are new to us, I'm sure that you have noticed that Emma is disabled. She has a trach, she has a wheelchair that she uses to get around. She really only has true use of her right arm or her right side. So this video, I don't want anybody to, think that we're trying to gain sympathy or, compassion or pity. We're not trying to do any of that. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is just give you a bigger picture of who we are, where we have been, where we're going, but most of that focus is going to be on Emma. So I would like to incorporate some pictures that I came across while I was flipping through her scrapbook the other day and going through the pictures on my computer. And this is the time of year that I really like to go through her scrapbooks, go through all the pictures that I have. If you haven't seen that video, just a quick synopsis. Back in December of 2005, Emma was your standard 22-month-old. She was, running all over the place, giggling, laughing, playing, starting to say a couple of words. Like, there was nothing out of the ordinary. And then January 30th, 2006, she had a series of falls, and that will all be explained in that video up in the cards like I was talking about in the description bar below. It's called Emma's Story, so check it out. Basically, she had a series of falls which caused her to have a spinal cord injury. So it's very high up in her neck. She can only truly use the right side of her body. So she writes with her right hand. She can walk. Her left side is significantly weaker. She can use her left hand as like an anchor. So if she needs to write on a piece of paper, she can use the left hand to kind of hold down the paper and then write with her right hand. Cognitively, she is fine. There is nothing wrong or challenging for her cognitively. It's really all physical limitations. We started this channel as a way to help Emma grow and blossom. She is 13, going to be 14 in February, can't believe it. And we really wanted her confidence or self-confidence to grow as much as possible, because this is one of those tricky times in a kid's life. And we didn't want her adolescence to be that much more challenging. So this channel, this growth that we have seen, especially recently, has really helped her to blossom. She's like a completely different child. So thank you. I'm going to try not to cry. Thank you to all of you for your support and your love. And really, there's no words to describe just how wonderful it is to see your child connect with others, to talk about something that she's passionate about and that others are passionate about, and her disability has nothing to do with it. So thank you very much. Another thing that I really wanted to touch base on in this video is that, even in our everyday life, people have a lot of questions about Emma, what she can do, what her limitations are, what her dreams, her hopes, or aspirations are, but they're afraid to ask those questions because of her disability. I know that they have these questions, and usually I either don't get asked them or they just don't ask them until much, much later on. I really want you guys to get to know us, know what we're all about. And I don't want anybody, neither does Emma, neither one of us want anybody to be afraid to ask questions. So I'm hoping that in this video I can answer some of those questions that you may have. If you don't, please, by all means, ask away down in the comments section below. Any questions that you might have for us, ask us. We would be more than happy to answer them. Really, we've heard it all, so don't feel like your question may be, going over the line or crossing some sort of boundary. It hasn't. We really have heard it all. Anyways, let's see if we can answer some of those questions for you. So like I said, back in Christmas 2005, Emma was your standard 22-month-old. And then January 30th of 2006, she had her accident, fell down some stairs, and is now a quadriplegic. This time of year tends to be a little bit bittersweet, for me at least. Emma, thank God, has no recollection of any of that or any of the events surrounding it or anything that she had to work through for the first several years of her life. I love Christmas, so does Emma, and I love that she loves Christmas. But it's always like, well, in another month we're going to pass another year since her accident. Like I said, it's very bittersweet. I really enjoy seeing her grow and seeing her being able to, get new capabilities each and every single day. But at the same time, there's that piece of me that kind of mourns what I had hopes for her. If you're a mom like me, you have hopes and dreams for your kids. And when suddenly life circumstances change, your hopes and dreams for your kid have to change as well. So it's a great time of year. I love Christmas, but at the same time, I think, well, what would our life be like if she hadn't had her accident? Would she be in cheerleading or soccer, or, would she be more active in other groups? Would she be having more sleepovers? Would she have more friends? Like, there's a whole bunch of things that cross my mind. But then I think, well, if she hadn't had her accident, I wouldn't have become a nurse, and she wouldn't have touched so many people's lives, changed so many people's lives for the better. We wouldn't have met as many people as we have and had such a huge extended family. We wouldn't have had any of that. So, from time to time, your thought processes go through this, but it doesn't last long, for me at least. I think all these thoughts, but it's over within, maybe an hour or so. I wanted to connect with you, especially those moms out there who are like me, or maybe you even have a really close friend or family member that, that you lost or that has some sort of traumatic accident, and now your life has taken a different path. Their life has taken a different path. And it's just remarkable where that path has taken us and where we are now because of what happened 12 years ago. This time of year also tends to bring me, especially a rediscovery of what Emma can do. And I don't look at her and think, well, she can't sled like other kids. She can't go out and play in the snow like other kids. She can't, play sports like other kids can do. I don't reflect on any of that. I reflect on what she can do. And normally, I'm very surprised by new capabilities that I had no idea she had. It's kind of like circumstantial. So let me give you an example. The other day, Emma and I were wrapping presents, and I had a sizable, a fairly large package, and she asked me if she could wrap a pretty small box, and I said, yeah, sure, no problem. Now, backstory, a couple years ago, even last year, if I gave her a present to wrap because she doesn't have true use of her left hand, she would either really, really struggle and ask me for help, or she would do the best that she could, and then I might fix it or rewrap it later. So this year, I gave her that package to wrap, thinking, okay, I'll have to do one or the other. And by the time I had finished my package, she had already said to me, Mom, I'm all done. And I looked over. It was perfectly wrapped. It looked like you had taken it to the mall and had one of the people at the kiosk wrap it for you. I was overwhelmed. I was so just speechless. I couldn't believe that she was able to do that all on her own without any help whatsoever from me, and it looked so perfect. Now, I know that probably seems kind of trivial, and big deal, big whoop. But for Emma, who struggles with things that, you know, I take for granted on a daily basis, that was huge. That was a huge compliment that she was able to do that all on her own. So my point in telling you this story is that a lot of the discoveries I find of her new capabilities, I learned by accident because it's just circumstantial. It's seasonal almost. So this time of year also gives me a time to reflect on all the new things that she's been able to accomplish this year and have that much more hope for what she's going to accomplish next year and in the years to come. I get so excited. I can't wait to see what the next new thing that she can do is. It's almost like having a toddler or, a kindergartner in the house again. And it's constant. It doesn't ever stop. It just keeps going. So yeah, I'm just so thrilled by who she's becoming. And it's like Christmas all year round. I know it's a little cliche to say, but for me, really, it is it's like Christmas all year round because there's always something new that she can do that I didn't know she could do before. And when she does accomplish something all on her own, it just gives her that much more confidence that, yeah, I can do this. And, it was a challenge, but I got through it. And the next challenge that comes, I'm just going to go head first into it, and I'm going to see what I can do. During the Christmas season, there are certainly a lot of activities that you like to enjoy with your family, and one of those things is like you like to go play out in the snow with your kids, with your family. Perhaps you live in a tropical climate and you like to go to like festivities and maybe Christmas carnivals out in your area. Emma can't tolerate extreme temperature changes. So we live in Western New York. We get extremely cold winters and we sometimes will get really hot summers. But for the most part, Emma can't tolerate those extremes in weather. Not to mention, she's 150 pounds. She's like your standard adult weight and size. So taking her out in the snow to go sledding is kind of not possible for us. So it's those types of activities, or even if we take her to like a Christmas fair or festival, we have to take into consideration like parking, and is there going to be a bathroom that she can use, and is there going to be food available that she can eat? And while I'm sure those latter two things kind of cross your mind if you're a parent, it's on the extreme end for us. So like we have not as much time to get her to the bathroom, and we have to make sure there's a handicap accessible bathroom for her. Bigger thing though is crowds. We have to make sure that the crowd is not going to be too difficult for her to navigate through with her wheelchair. We've been in crowds that are unbelievable, and it is extremely difficult for her to navigate that crowd without running over someone's feet with her wheelchair. So all those things play into our minds when we engage in, seasonal activities. For the most part though, Josh and I have adapted how we think and what our plans are. Like it's like automatic for us, where other people it wouldn't be, but we think, okay, what can she do? What is she able to accomplish? And then we gear our activities towards that. And we don't ever feel like we're losing out on anything. And we're trying to give Emma the fullest, richest childhood she can have. And we feel like we are accomplishing that, but still staying within her abilities. So like the other day we made Christmas cookies. That's always like a full day activity at our house. And she is able to fully participate in that process, from, mixing the dough to cutting the dough, putting it in the oven, frosting the cookies. Like she's able to do all that. It used to be that every year her case management company would have a Christmas party where they would invite all of the disabled children in our area, and they would get together for a Saturday afternoon and exchange presents and, socialize. It was a lot of fun. So that was like our standard Christmas party every year, and she really enjoyed that. So we really do look forward to this time of year, even though we can't necessarily join other people in the same or traditional Christmas activities or holiday activities. And the other thing I want to talk about is her holiday presents. So this year, I guess it's been really, really easy because she wants makeup for the most part. But every once in a while, I will come across a present, especially throughout the year, I'll come across a present which I really think will be able to maximize the potential that she has, with her right hand and make her life a little bit easier. My suggestion to other people when they ask me, what can I get Emma for Christmas? My suggestion to them always is try to live, a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours out of your day. Try to live your life without the use of your left hand. So if you have to, put it in your pocket or put it behind your back, something, only use your right hand and see what you can and cannot accomplish. That will give you a glimpse of what her daily life is like. And then when you go out shopping for her, see what you think would make your life easier if you had that tool or if you had that brush or if you had that piece of clothing. What would make those 2 to 3 hours that you spent with the use of just one hand, what would make that easier for you? And she has gotten some really unique gifts with that idea in mind. A lot of gifts that you would pass by because they might be geared towards another population, age population, ability population, they end up being really useful for Emma. A couple of videos ago, we did a haul where we went to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I think it was. I will link that video also up here in the cards for you and down in the description bar below. That video, we came across a tool. It was like curved, and on one end was a lip scrubber to help you take off your lip makeup, and the other end was for your eyes. So I got that for Emma. She's still trying it out. We're gonna do an update haul video for you shortly. The whole point in me getting it for her was to help her remove her mascara. So she puts on her mascara remover and then she takes the scrubby ends of this tool and it helps her to massage that product into her eyelashes so that the mascara comes off easier. Now, if you take your right hand and you cross it over to your opposite side and you're trying to massage the product, it can be a little cumbersome. So this product is, it kind of helps her get over there without having to struggle too much, if you know what I'm talking about, struggle too much to get her hand up there to get the product in. So if you have somebody in your life who maybe has mobility issues, developmental delays, some sort of challenge, try to live your life a couple of hours in their shoes. And when you go shopping for them, try to think about what would make their life easier on a daily basis. So I know this video was super long. I appreciate you so much if you have made it to the end. This is the end of the video. If you have made it to the end, leave me a Christmas tree emoji down in the comment section below. And let me know what you think would be the most unique gift that you could buy somebody special in your life. It doesn't have to be anybody who's got a disability or a challenge in their life. Just what do you think could be the most unique gift that you could give that someone special in your life? I'd really like to know. That helps to generate ideas for me for, Emma's birthday, Josh's birthday, holiday seasons yet to come. So leave all that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking the time out to getting to know me and to getting to know Emma a little bit better. We really appreciate all of our new subscribers and all of you who have been joining us since the very beginning. We really do appreciate it. It really does touch our hearts very deeply. If you did like this type of video and you would like us to continue to make more get to know us type of videos in the months to come, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Then we know that we can continue to make these videos for you. Make sure you connect with us on Instagram under MomNMeBeauty and with Emma under Emma_N_2004. We can't wait to see you in our next Mom and Me video. Bye everyone.